Gearing up for another big round of 32 clash here between two heavy-footed regular foots. Jordy Smith from South Africa in the red, Frederico Morais of Portugal will be out there in the blue. Should be a good one. Eventually shore up his position with a strong finish, but that was a real positive heat win for him as we see Jordy now getting things started this way during the break.
Yeah, Jordy, just a couple little foam taps there, a bit of a behind him. Looks like we've got Fred, and this one a bit bigger. Still looks like a very hard wave to surf right now. Gets up into that first section, jams it in the pocket. Carves it around here, looking for a finish on the inside.
Just seemed a bit more committed to each of his big rail turns, and here he goes now.
Whoa.
Swooping back into the bowl, getting back to that white water, and loading up for the finish here. Swings that tail, maintains control, and this wave provides a couple of little sections for him to tap into on that inside. So a 4.33 on his opening wave, and Frederico is going to put another decent number up here.
Here we go, we'll have a look at it here. You can see this one just had a nice little bowl to it, and he just really waited for that section. Really leant so hard on that rail. Goes to another cut back here and gets the fins foot loose and fancy free on the inside here. Couple of other little taps.
Seth Moniz, he's going to be buzzing. As we see on the outside, Frederico Morais has a quick look. Not going to get into this one. Just on 20 minutes to go. Fred still holds a narrow lead over Jordy Smith there and making the right decisions, adapting to what's on offer at the moment as we get back to live action here out in the lineup. Jordy Smith going after the lead here, chasing a 6-point ride. No bumps, just powering through these choppy faces at the moment for the big South African. It's a well composed, well put together ride.
Let's have a look here. Takes off, and you can really just see him waiting for this scoopy section here. Really lays on into it. And then again here, just burying that rail, really pivoting on that back foot. Wave gets a little bit sleepy here, but I feel like all that work was just done in those first two maneuvers. And just really beautiful to watch. You can just see it here. He just eyes out that little pocket. And just throwing so much water. This second carving maneuver here too was done so well. Bit tighter in the pocket. He pivots a bit harder off his back foot here. You can see he puts his back arm in the water in face of the wave. Bit of a tighter carve, but in my eyes, two of the best done so far.
A couple of victories in Trestles and 2017, one in Bells Beach. That was his last victory though, which kind of boggles the mind as we see Frederico now looking to respond. Great opening turn here. Taps into the pocket on that second move, kicks the fins on the final section after a 5.34. The dog's off the leash.
The tail's wagging. He's happy after that wave.
Getting his straps and like finding some clean water.
Yeah. And two big frame surfers, very similar. What was the mindset going into this heat?
It didn't work the last heat with Connor, but I think you've just got to wait and pick the eyes out of it.
It's special, that's for sure. Nobody wants to go home early when they come to WA, Jordy Smith included. He's up at the moment, and he is chasing a score. Frederico Morais has him looking for a 5.61 out of this ride as he brings it through to the inside. Climbs up over the closeout there and ducks under the lip. Is that one going to get him in front, Felicity? Here's the replay of the last wave.
Let's see it. Goes straight up, big carving maneuver, so much water thrown once again. Another little jab in the pocket. Gets a late little finish there. I don't know. I don't know.
But I think you're right. Jordy's having to think about it here. Wow.
That was a good takeoff.
Amazing pro takeoff. But this wave is already fading away. And he's hoping that he can hang on for the victory here. Jordy staying busy under that priority. Look at this first section. Dynamic as he attacks the lip on the first section. Now goes to the air. Was forced to. There wasn't a whole lot of options for him. And he's going to swing the tail around that final section. Says, how do you like that? 5.61 the requirement.
Almost looks slightly awkward, but just absolutely through the fins. Super embedded.
Tweaked it out there, and you know that was super inverted and pretty impressive on the finish too. 3 turns, plenty of variety. The first one, well, it's just a little wild, but this was great, perfect. Look at that.
when you watch that in super slow-mo, you really get to appreciate just how difficult that was, how inverted it was, how high he got the fins too. That watching that back, I'd say, wow, okay, like we're talking now. This is looking good. This is looking really good, and I feel like he knows.
You'd think that on this wave, Jordy could have potentially got an even bigger score. So tough one for Fred. Beautiful first carve. We'll see what kind of work he got done there. Chipped away at the bowl and climbed up over that final section. Needs a 6.67. Loading up. Big hack there from the South African as he loads up again. Swings that reverse. Can't ride out of that one. But there is going to be a bit to digest here for the panel. And he was having a bit of a slide down the live ladder. So that was an important heat win for him.